Oh yeah, it goes live automatically this time? Alright, I'm gonna deafen myself in theirs as well. Alright, so we got the first round of the Midland Showdown here. We've got Jay Johnny versus Samuel Graham. They're going to be making their own videos for this later on with their basically their point of view, their thoughts, and everything like that. So make sure go back and check their stuff if you really like their deck and you want to get some more insider thought on what they're doing. So I'll throw up Samuel Graham's here, does TCGs. And then we've got Jay Johnny over here with his content as well. So go check them out. And yeah, they were very loud, so I had to deafen myself so I couldn't hear what they were saying. Let's see if they're done talking. Nope, they're still just talking. Have you ever seen Red versus Blue? You know exactly what I'm talking about. They're still just standing there, and they're still just talking. That's what they were doing last week. That's what they were doing 5 minutes ago. So 5 minutes from now, when you ask me what they're doing, they're still just standing there, and they're still just talking. Also, they're incredibly loud. I think I need to turn down Jay Johnny because he is like beast mode compared to everybody else. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to be here giving my point of view as the outsider content creator looking in and just give you guys the play-by-play and give you my thoughts as they duke it out. So, let's take a look at their decks. Let's see what we got here. Alright. So, Jay Johnny, he's playing the Glaciafly and the Vesperoon. So, a 3 and a 3. Pretty interesting. His fields are the Haunted Glade and the Sumner Peaks. So, a 3 and a 2 VP field. Wow. So, real low-end stuff here. Let's see. I assume he's playing some decent VP gaining cards. He's got a few in there. Let's see what our other players running. Let's see. Alright. Sam has... Oh, he's got the Chrism and the Glaciafly. So they're both running the Glaciafly, which is really interesting. But Sam is taking a very different approach, and he's running the Windy Plateau and the Griffin's Crag. So he's going for those big VP fields to win. Alright, looks like Jay Johnny's going to choose to get rid of the Griffin's Crag, which is probably a good call, because if you're not playing around that, that can be real rough. If your deck can't handle that, it can be pretty brutal. Let's see, so we got Tactics and Special, and then Might and Special. When we get to the end, I'll go ahead and show you what their decks are. So make sure y'all remind me in case I forget. They got so many jokes. So resolving mulligans currently. So field 1, we've got the Windy Plateau 5 VP Vanilla. And then we got the Sumner Peaks in the middle here. Only a 2 VP, but when you win this, you give a friendly ally plus 3 power. And then finally the Haunted Glade, classic Haunted Glade. We got before scoring this field, KO the lowest power creature here. Alright, looks like Sam's got a face down, and then JJ has the Alistair's Guide, so he's got that movement. I'm a big fan of trying to get a movement support in play pretty quickly. Either the guide for your allies or your the Sylph Amulet is another good one. I'm gonna have to mute these guys because there's just no way. They're so loud. Alright. So yeah, the Sylph Amulet, being able to move any creature, it's only to the adjacent field, but I feel like it's such a powerful support. If your deck doesn't have a lot of built-in movement. Now they got special, they're both running special, so they both have a decent amount of movement for a lot of their stuff, but still sometimes it's just a good old support. I don't have to worry about using a resource to play a card to get that movement. So yeah, Sam is going first here. He has the initiative. He's put that Chrism over there in the Windy Plateau. Pretty normal play there. And then Glaciafly going in the middle, which both players are going to be doing this probably round after round. Debut may reset an ally in this field, but mainly it's that ongoing is what they're looking for here. During the scoring phase, add Glaciify's power to each adjacent field instead. Now remember though, you do have to have a creature in that field to be able to win it. So like right now, neither player could win the Glade, the Haunted Glade. Well, now he could because the bat's there, but that's my point though, is that you actually have to have a creature in that field to be able to score it. So, shuffling up the Judge's deck, seeing where we're going to be playing this round. Slow it down. Worth the most VP is inactive. Ooh, so there goes Sam Graham's Windy Plateau, and that Chrism is sitting in the wrong spot right now. And also, that's pretty brutal for them, because that's like their main way of getting VP. And so losing that in round 1, bit of a bummer. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to throw it in chat. I'll try to answer to the best of my ability, and mainly being able to see the chat while keeping up with what they're doing. So Sam's going first here, so he's on the play. He's got his inspiration available to him, so he could move the Chrism. I don't know if you want to use that though for this situation, because those fields are just so low VP. Like maybe for the Haunted Glade for that 3, but I don't know. Might be worth saving to try to win the Windy Plateau on a later round. So yeah, looks like he's just going to play it slow. He's going to drop that Ignice in there. So debut give friendly familiars +1 power. So they're both going to gain that plus power. Really good play with that Glaciafly. You basically spend all of your might cards here, probably going to be juicing up the Glaciafly throughout the game, so your strength trainings, your giant growths, those sorts of things. So very interesting to see how Jay Johnny is going to be able to combat that, because playing special tactics, he doesn't have a lot of those kinds of power-up cards. Now he did play the Alistair's Guide support, so he will be able to at least power up his familiar with that card round after round. So that's good at least. That'll get him at least +4 power throughout the course of the game. Okay. Looks like he's debating a 1-drop here. All right, going for the Vortnell. Very solid play here. That Vortnell, its speed and then debut, play one mirror image token. And of course, the mirror image token is going to have your Guardian here. And it has Tame Wild Magic Skill token. It's got a lot of keywords going for it. So, it can trigger a lot of different things, which is really cool. Oh, going for the Moonlight Ore immediately afterwards, again with speed, so he's still going to be going after this. Shuffle 2 special attack tokens into the deck, then draw a card. A 0-cost draw feels pretty good. Basically kind of allows your deck, if you're running 2 of these, you could kind of sort of vaguely look at it as having a 28-card deck. But also putting those special attacks in there. The special attacks will then synergize with a lot of what special is doing, depending on what kind of cards he's running. If he's running special tactics, he could be having something like a Hydrofen. Let's take a look. I'll pull up his deck list again and take a look, see what he's got going on here. Where are you? Let's see. No Hydrofen. I don't see anything that's like. Yeah, no Blisterno, no Hydrofen. So just using the special attack tokens as they are. So giving that -1 power and then drawing. So looks like he's running the Moonlight Ore probably just for the deck thinning, if nothing else. Oh, and then going for the drill attack. So this 3rd card he's played in a row here because of all the speed cards. Return an ally from any field to its owner's hands. You may move or deploy a friendly familiar. So, very curious. I don't know. You probably don't want to do that, yeah. So, bounce the Ignition, which is a weird choice. Only... Oh, he's probably looking at that Alistair's Guide. Yeah, using the Alistair's Guide here. So, bounce the Ignition. So, now he can use that Ignition again to continue to power up his Glaciafly, which is really, really interesting. I'm not really sure on that one. Maybe he's got something cooking here. And then you may move or deploy a friendly familiar. So, not going to do that, but he is going to use the Alistair's Guide on the Vortnell to move it, so that way he can at least get that Glaciafly, get some more juice going. So that should kick it back over to Sam. We're not cooking nothing right now. And currently the Glade is going to be eating that mirror image. So he could safely drop his Ignition back there again if he wanted to, and then flip his Inspiration and win wherever the Chrism wants to go. Yeah, if the Chrism wants to win a field, the Chrism wins that field, let me tell you. At least early on. First and second round, usually the Chrism can win whatever field it's in. But then it quickly starts to have to really work for it. Alright, looks like Sam's dropping the Pengost here. Instead of the Ignition, got that speed. Shuffle 2 special attack tokens into your deck. So again, he's got the special attack tokens, but he's going about it a little bit differently. And then KO, play 1 mirror image token in the field Pengost was in. So, interesting choice. Let's see if he's got anything going on for all those special attack tokens here. Does not appear to be right off, at least. Nothing obvious. Just using, again, the Pengost is just a solid card. It's a one drop for 3 power. You get 2 special attack tokens. Not too bad. And looks like... Did we see the... Yep. Okay, so we're going into scoring here. So first, field 2, so you go in order 1, then 2, and then 3. And before scoring a Haunted Glade, then you're going to lose that mirror image. So it looks like they're going to split fields. You got a 3 and then the 2. I believe it was a split field situation. Yeah. Or a tie? Looks like they both have 3 power there in that center field. Yeah, did not use his inspiration to move that Chrism. So it does look like he's saving it. Did I miss something? Is there a reason the Glade wasn't scored? Yeah, because both of the Glace of Flies were putting the same exact power on either side. And yeah, and then that got 8, and so but he still had the Vesper in there to win that field. Let's see if they fix it. Gonna PM the judge right quick that's sitting in there with him. Okay, he did win it. He just hasn't moved his VP tracker. Alright, so it looks like we're seeing a lot of the same plays again. Looks like he's... Oh, so going for the Vesperoon here with the Vortnell. Play 1 mirror image token, so he's going to play another one out. Looks like he's going to drop it in the middle this time, though. Oh, they're using the clicker for VP. Okay, I see it. There we go. Move it down a little bit for you guys. It was just off screen for me. Looks like Sam is still going first here. Look at that grip. He had 9 cards in his hand. Dang. Now down to 8. No way. Field 1. It is Whistleblow. Field 1 is inactive. That is 2 rounds in a row. Sam is struggling here with losing that Windy Plateau and his Chrism just chilling up there. That's rough. But besides the judges cards that say the person with initiative gets to choose, field 3 or field 1 should not go offline anymore. So he should be fine after this. Alright, let's see that Ignicin coming down again in the Haunted Glade. Gonna go ahead and juice up that Glacifly. Looks like JJ's gotten wise to putting the mirror image over there just because he doesn't want it to be the smallest thing every single time. Alright, we see an Enchantress coming down. So that Enchantress is going to be able to shuffle 1 special attack token into the deck for each creature. There's just the Ignicin, and then ongoing power is, its power is going to be equal to the number of resources. So he's only at 3 right now. Like, it's pretty early in the game, and we haven't seen any of the, like, foxtail necklaces or anything like that to help power up that Enchantress just yet. But it can quickly get there. And it could be a fake out situation of like just holding them until the end of the round and then dropping them. So he doesn't, let Sam know what he's up to just yet, potentially. He does have that Alistair's Guide he can go ahead and trigger here. Oh, he is going to go ahead and just move the mirror image down there, though, to go ahead and protect it. His middle field is pretty... It's solid. And those Glacioflies are just countering each other so hard right now. They're staying neck and neck at this point. I haven't seen any ramp out of either player yet. I know it's only round 2, but usually players like to shotgun out those foxtail necklaces pretty quick. All right, going for the classic Tortu, very generic debut. Tortu gains block. He's a 2/5, so I protected 5 power. Very much a green card here. It and the Chrism are kind of best buddies basically at this point. So that's going to put him having 8 power there when scoring versus the 6 on JJ's side with that Vortenil and that Vesperoon. But JJ does have field 3 though currently, so again we're splitting fields. Although if Sam wins field 2, he can then use that field to give 3 power to his Ignition, bumping it up to a 5, and then he would actually end up taking both fields. I don't know if he sees that line just yet. I don't know if JJ sees that line either, so... He's only got the 1 resource, though. Goes for the Croshen. Interesting. So, move another ally if they are a friendly, gain 1 BP. So, that's going to be really good to have with the Vesperoon, though. So, being able to do that with the Vesperoon. Alright. Ah, okay. So, moving the mirror image out of there in hopes that the Ignition will be KO'd. I don't know if he sees the play, though, because he might be losing his Enchantress here, depending on if Sam sees it or not, though. And this is why scoring fields in order is so crucial in this game, for this exact situation. It's one of those things that, like, it elevates the game so much more in the complexity of it. You can see it's like real simple on surface level, but it goes so deep because of, you know, odd interactions and, like, yeah, just playing stuff out chronologically as it should be. So I'm not sure. Did they tie? Is that what happened? Did I miss it? Yeah, we got 6, 7, 8. Ah, it was a tie. Okay. Yeah, so neither player was able to win that field there. That's rough. So only the Glade was scored. Alright, well, hopefully he continues on with the Chrism. I hope he hasn't been discouraged of playing it over there, but at this point, it should be safe to play it there for the rest of the game. Ooh, looks like debating a hat. Hat on round 3 doesn't feel great. I feel like you're going to get more mileage out of just playing it and reducing the cost of something. If you can play a hat round 1, great. Like, resource it round one. That's going to be, 4 draws over the course of the game. And depending on how much draw power your deck has, that might be incredibly needed. But he is going to go for it. He does only have 4 cards in hand, so he might be desperate for some draws here. Sam sitting on 8. Alright, so he is going to keep the Chrism over there. Vesperoon's got some choices here. He's going to go for the Vortennail or the Crochin. Goes for the Crochin to move, gains the VP. Yeah, this is when Vesperoon starts to really shine, is when you can start triggering effects like this that gain you VP every single time. Like, I've attempted it a few times, and my opponents always either remove all of my stuff off the board, or I just don't see it. I have the worst luck with the Vesperoon. And yep, we're seeing that that normal play there, putting the Glaciafly in the middle. I'm sure we'll see the same thing on the other side. Yep. All right. Where are we playing this round? Nobody's in 3. Who's on first? Your call. Player for initiative. Oh goodness. Okay. I was like, oh, please don't let this be another round of, oh no, the other player has initiative. All right. So, what? I mean, probably just turn off the Glade because you don't have any presence there. Like, granted, neither does your opponent. You both have. Oh, well, that's a choice. I guess that makes sense though, because he is losing that field right now, right? Well, it's 8 to 8. Yeah, they're tied. Maybe he's cooking something. He is on the play here. He does have the Sylph Amulet, like I was talking about at the beginning, having that Sylph Amulet to get that movement, really, really powerful. So he can easily just slide that Tortu right on over into the Haunted Glade. And then play something else there, of course. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Pakera. Oh, before JJ can even play a card, drops the Pakera. Ongoing opposing ally cards cost +1 to play in this field. Oh gosh. Oof. And it still has a Sylph Amulet to be able to move the Tortu over there. Alright, and that Enchantress just sitting at a 4 here. Alright, he's going to go for... Hidden Powers. Oh, he's going to abandon it. Okay, KO the... So, move a friendly creature, ignoring Guardian, KO the opposing ally with the highest power in the field. What a counterplay. Just took that Pakera out. Didn't even need to play an ally to do it. Very, very good use of Hidden Powers. So, nicely done there. Now, granted, that Enchantress is still sitting there in that Haunted Glade, so does have to be careful about that. It's only 4 power. Very easily, Tortu can just still slide on over there and be the strongest creature. Well, strongest ally, at least. Man. Alright, what do you got going for us, Sam? You gotta... Man, the plays and the counter plays are actually pretty awesome. They each have 2 resources left. JJ managed to get that draw off the Lucky Hat support there. Another Pakera? Really? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's wild. I know it's Wildhearts, but that's still pretty wild. Alright, and then he's got the Sylph Amulet available here. I imagine you move the Tortu, though. Like, I don't think there's a world where you don't move the Tortu. Yeah. Because right now the Pakara and the Enchantress both are getting KO'd. Worst case, he drops a foxtail necklace, and the Enchantress goes up to a 5, right? And you lose your Pakara, but you still tie the field. Alright, looks like we're seeing a reset spell here. Choose one field, reset up to 4 different creatures in that field. Seek X, where X is the number of creatures you reset that had plus or minus power. Yeah. I was about to say, why it doesn't ignore block, does it? No, it does not. So reset. Yeah, he removes the block, but he'll keep the power, because the block basically will stop the reset spell. So curious of what he does with that. So it looks like, yeah, it's just going to gain the 1 then. Because he still has 4 cards in hand. He just keeps managing to, like, stay off the bleeding a little bit. Stave off the bleeding? Is it stay off or stave off? I think it's stave off. That has speed on it, or no? No. So I'm guessing Sam probably passed. Yeah. There's the, oh my gosh, double foxtail necklaces. I called it. I was like, he's probably just waiting and holding the foxtail necklaces until the end. I didn't expect 2 though. Like, that's pretty crazy. So now that Enchantress is gonna just jump up to a 6 power, which is gonna blow out that Tortu. That's rough. And then both Glaciaflies are still the same, so yeah, he's going to be able to take that Glade by 1. And then in the middle, looks like we still got 8 power. Ooh, to only 3. Oh, the middle's not scoring, though, at least. Oh, no. Oh, no. Goes in for the Shaper Magic. You may reset 1 creature in each field. Swap the positions of 2 fields. So, probably swaps the 3 and the 1. Yeah. And then he's going to be able to take that 5 VP and only give Sam the 3. Ouch. And will remove that 2 power off the Chrism, because of the Shaper Magic can reset 1 creature in each field. Yeah. So clears the block off the Tortu, clears the power off the Glaciafly now, and clears the power off the Ignition. All of Sam's, like, work of building those guys up just instantly erased. Wow. I was curious about that reset spell. It seemed like an odd choice, but nope. It makes sense now. Looks like he's got the move off of the support there from the Alistair's Guide. Gonna go ahead and bump up that Glaciafly. Might as well. Does need to be careful though, because could get, well, I guess there's not too much removal in those 2, so oh, he has the Crochin there anyway. He's sitting behind the Crochin. The Crochin has the Guardian. Yeah. So 5, he's gonna take that, right? Oh no, he swapped it. Oh, never mind. Oh no. Where does that put him at? Okay, so 9, and then 6, and then the Glaciafly 3. So that's a tie. Is that a tie in field 3 now? Did he, because the Picard's not getting KO'd now. Ooh, maybe not the best play. Okay, yeah, he's gonna go for the move here. Yeah, he's got to. All right, so now he will still be able to take it now, but that is a good use of the inspiration in this instance. That's what I was saying earlier. Save that inspiration, that mastery ability to win you the Windy Plateau. Just whenever that chance comes along, that's when you drop it. So yeah, it does end up still working that way, but does cost him this inspiration. But inspiration well spent versus splitting that to taking the Windy Plateau. Yeah. Oh, Sam just now getting on the board though. Looks like we are 3 to 14 going into round 4, potentially the final round here, unless they end on a tie somehow. But I don't think. What would it have to be, like everything in play? Yeah, because even if you had the Windy Plateau and the 3-pointer, that's only 8. That's only put you up at 11, 12, 13. No. Even with everything in play, without having some VP gain, and Sam having to win all 3 fields, does not look like it's going to happen. Let's take a look into his deck right quick. We see any VP gaining cards here. I'm not seeing any. That is unfortunate. So throws the Chrism over into field 1 because yeah, he's got 9 over there in field 3 now. Bat gonna drop the Crochin just to continue on getting that VP. Yep, makes sense. Help combat that. Gain that VP though. Oof. Takes even a further lead. Yeah, I'm looking through Samuel's deck right now, and I don't see any VP gains, so. Looks like I don't know if they figured it out yet or they're just going to keep playing it. Field 2 offline. Yeah, he needed everything in play and more. But it is important to play it out because tiebreakers for our Midland Showdown is based off of total points that you scored throughout your games. So in the event after, because there are 4 players per pod doing round robin, afterwards, if there are 2 players that have 2 wins each, then it'll go to total points scored in that pod. So between the 2. So they could end it here, but JJ gaining more points or Sam gaining more points also is very important. So even though Sam brought in the big VP field, it was a shame that it got turned off the first 2 rounds, and then the round 3 he ended up losing it because of the Shaper Magic, that clutch Shaper Magic. So it looks like maybe even the Lucky Hat might have drawn him into it, or the Seek from the reset spell. Who knows? He may have already had it, but he did not have a lot of cards in his hand, though. So he definitely seems like he was digging for something. Hey, Curtis, thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. Every little bit helps, for sure. So, gonna drop the Terror Chick here. So it's got that Guardian to help protect the Chrism, and then debut give another friendly creature block. Gonna give it back to his Tortu here. I'm actually kind of surprised he doesn't give it to the Pakara instead, to protect that ongoing. Oh, and then there comes the Adult. It is tame though, so he's not going to gain that VP for the alt here. Oh, and it looks like he activated his lucky hat so he could get that draw. He's only got 3 cards in hand, so he is definitely like JJ has burned basically a lot of what he's got going on. Here we see an Enchantress on Samuel's side, saving both Sylph Amulet supports. Gonna shuffle in one single special attack here. Hopefully he's got some draw cards. I don't think we've seen a Moonlight Aura out of him yet. We only saw the Pengost. Is he running Moonlight Aura, I guess is the question. No, he's not. Oof. No Foxtails either. Very. Oh, he's only running the Enchantress as a one of. But yeah, no Foxtails with Enchantress. That just feels. To me, it feels wrong. Alright, hitting that Tortu with a special attack. It's going to allow him to at least draw another card. Removes that block. Oh, did he do it twice and I missed it? Oh, gosh. Oh, wow, it just keeps on going here. And draw him another card. Oh, he hits the Glaciafly. Oh, wow. He just keeps seeing everything here. So he's got the Alistair Guide. So he's going to seek 4. And he can put 2 cards in his hand instead of a normal 1. So that's going to just generate more cards for him now. He's got the resources. So, like, getting all of these cards is totally fine. Because he has plenty of resources to keep playing them. I'm curious if he got any more special attacks. Not that he exactly needs them, but it is amusing that he just keeps cycling through his deck more and more. And then bottom decks the other 2. And for those that are unfamiliar with Tabletopia, when you go to drop the cards back on to the deck, if you hold down Shift, it'll actually just slide the cards right to the bottom of the deck. So very, very convenient. But not something that it tells you how to do it. So Samuel's up here. He's only got 2 resources left. He's really got to make them count here. This is, again, just a battle for getting points for tiebreakers later on. So going for a reset spell of his own this time. So choose a field, reset up to 4 different creatures in that field, then seek X, or X is the number of creatures reset. So we got 2 there. Curious if he uses the Sylph Amulet or not. It's only moves for 1. Granted, he has another one, so he could get that Chrism all the way to the other side if he needed it. Could just move the Pengost over as well with the Self Amulet. That would at least put him back in the lead in that field. Granted, yep, it's still scary because JJ does have 4 resources left to Samuel's 1. Oh, seeing the Shaper Magic again. This is an interesting choice. So reset 1 in each field. So, huh. I guess he just didn't want him scoring too many points this round. If he knows he can't win any of these fields, that would make sense. I feel like he could win that field, though. Like, if he had left the Sumner Peaks in the middle, won that, and then put that 3 power, like, on the Vortenel or the Enchantress, that would have put him up to 12 power versus the 11. Again, this is also not counting the Glaciafly power. Since they're both dead even in the middle, I haven't really been calculating the power totals there, but they are technically, when scoring, they are added in, so it would have been 15 to 15. Or 15 to 14, rather. So just the strength training here. So it gets to throw 2 power, but 2 power onto the Glaciafly is pretty good. This is when combining the Glaciafly with Might can be very, very strong. But does not have 2 resources to throw down a giant growth on that Glaciafly. So only the 1 resource left. Oh, we see a double-edged hit here. So choose one. Move. Looks like he's going for the move a friendly ally to give an opposing ally -2 in their field. I'm gonna throw that on the Bakera. So just spreading it around. Yeah, I'm still curious of why he moved the Sumner Peaks over there. If he could have won it. It is one of the nice things about double-edged hit, though. Just the flexibility there of it. It's only a 1 cost. Like, it's not bad at all. Yeah, move an ally. Move a friendly ally, I should say, to give an opposing ally -2 in their field. Like, just being able to, again, maybe even throw one of your, like, heavy hitters, like your 3-costers. Oh, there we see finally the inspiration coming in on Samuel's side here. Just, it feels bad, though, just to win a 2-point field. But with this being the final round, there's no point in saving it any further. Got to get as many VP as possible. Looks like perhaps JJ's last play of the game here. Oh, goes for a reprieve. So he is not winning that field currently. So he's just going to gain the 2, and then he can play a 1 cost from his hand. So last card in his hand here. Oh, can't play it apparently. Just going to use the support on that Alistair's Guide then to move the Adult to the middle to bump up the Glaciafly. Oh, so he's just doing this to give as much power to the Glaciafly as possible. So that's going to send over 6 power with the... So that's 12, 15, 17 power currently on JJ's side when scoring. And then on Samuel's, we see... What is that? 5 and 5, so 10, 13, 15, 19. So 19 power on Samuel's side. Yep. Did I miss something? Why did JJ win that field? All right, because it's 6, 9. Yeah, you don't get those points. I knew I wasn't crazy. There's a lot of math, though. It's like, it's basic addition and subtraction, but oof. But that was round 4, so that will do it here. So JJ will take this W 15-8. So Samuel started making a little comeback there at the end, but could not quite get there. So let's take a look at their lists. Go ahead and throw up JJ's on screen for you right quick. And then Samuel's is here. So feel free to take a screen cap of those. And of course, we'll do this for all the others eventually. And then stay tuned for our Wildhearts Wednesday. Dawn and I, for Tamer Talk, are going to be going over everyone's lists and kind of breaking them down. Because by then, everyone's going to be able to have seen what everyone is running. So that will... it won't be a secret anymore at that point. And if y'all have not already, please... go follow the Kickstarter. We're at 109 right now. Our goal is to hit 200 followers by October 14th. So we really want to see you guys come and follow. It's free to follow. You just come in here, click on the button, and that's it. And just it helps us. It gets us on like the front page for Kickstarter, and it like sends it out to other people. Like the more followers we have, then the more work Kickstarter does to make our project more successful. Looks like they reset it. All right, but I hope you all enjoyed this. For everyone that came here at the end, I hope you enjoy the playback there. And make sure you go check out their channels later, probably next week, and they should have their content up for you guys. So that way you can see their plays from their point of view, see what cards they had in hand, listen to their commentary. I'm sure it's pretty hilarious. They were making tons and tons of jokes before they started, so it should be a good time. But with that, we will see you guys next week for the next round.